Ever since I was a little boy, I dreamed of riding my motorcycle around the world. Could you sell everything that you own? Leave a career that you've worked for 33 years? Your family, friends? Leave behind everything you've known your entire life? To live a dream that's been burning inside you since you can ever remember. My name is Chris Hall. I'm 53 years old from Canada, and for the next 4 years, this is my dream. To be a nomad, to travel on my motorcycle and see everything this world has to offer. To take it all in, to live it. This is my story, my adventure, and my biggest dream.
Well, this is the peak night. Well, it's full moon night.
My motorcycle has taken me to the United States, to Canada, to Ireland, Wales, and England, to France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Germany, Chechnya, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Slovenia, to Austria, Italy, and Switzerland. I don't know how I got here, Jesus.
My name is Evel Knievel. I'm a professional daredevil.
As long as I can remember growing up, my hero was Evel Knievel. I thought I was the Evel Knievel of Wyoming. I had his toys. I would even dress like him. But how did I get from here to here? From bicycles to mini bikes to motorcycles, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, and even jet skis and watercraft. Riding was a big part of my life. I've spent a lifetime putting on my helmet. I've put on my helmet with family on weekend snowmobile trips, or with just friends riding around the trails or the backwoods, or with my friends practicing at the local tracks. And I've put on my helmet and raced at world championships when you're so nervous you can't even feel your legs. But now, when I put on my helmet and it goes quiet and it's just me and my bike, I feel a sense of freedom. My motorcycle has already taken me to some amazing places. There are moments I can't even explain. The challenges of being alone in the middle of nowhere. It's just you and the bike. That day, you're exhausted. It's been hours and hours on the bike, just concentrating on what lies ahead. That rock or rut, the way the rut leads into the water, the muddy spot or that uneven surface, or the way the dirt changes color, and the way your bike feels as you work your way through a challenging spot. One mistake and it's trouble. But this is what I love. I love that it's just me, my motorcycle, and whatever adventure lies ahead. I've grown to love the smallest things. I can spend hours in a field, seeing a deer, and I stop and look as if I've never seen one before. A hawk, a sunset, a sunrise, the full moon. Some nights I just look up at the stars and I think, it's good to be alive. And yeah, I like flowers. I take pictures of flowers. I stop for flowers. But I'm also a badass adventure rider, and there isn't anywhere my motorcycle can't take me. Yes, it's about the ride, but for me, the ride is more than just the bike. It's the people you meet along the way, the culture, the food, and so much more. I have felt so many acts of kindness on my adventures, it truly makes you want to be a better person in life. People have helped me when you least expect it. They have offered their homes. They have went out of their way just to help me. People ask me all the time why I travel alone. Sure, I'm alone, but I always meet people along the way. Some people you meet only a few minutes and you remember them. Some people you meet, they change the way you think. And some people you meet along the way change your trip or your adventure and can even change the way you look at life. I met a man in Australia having coffee. After only a few minutes of talking, he said to me, "Son, you have yourself a good life." Those words have stuck with me ever since, and he probably has no idea I still think of him. I met a couple in Croatia, and after sharing a few stories, they looked at me and said, "Chris, what's your purpose in life?" And this guy, this is one of my favorite pictures taken in the mountains of Chechnya. When I pulled over, neither one of us could speak the same language. We just looked at each other. We smiled, and he whistled at his dogs as they started to move the cattle around. And maybe for those 10 minutes that we were together, our worlds didn't seem so far apart. But there's moments of reflection. The times when I'm just alone, when it's just me and my bike in the middle of nowhere. When you're thankful to be just there in that moment, that spot in time. I heard a saying once, you don't know how strong you are until you need to be strong. These are words I live by. I know this next adventure is not always going to be easy. There's going to be hard days and challenges. So what's my purpose? That's what I'm going to find out.
Start telling my story. I mean, the videos are taking a lot longer than I thought.